We start this noon with anticipated action in response to claims of anti-Semitic harassment and physical assault in Boulder Valley schools. Thanks for joining us. I'm Sam Shocker. A federal civil rights complaint was filed earlier this summer, and later today, the school board is expected to make changes in its rules ahead of the new school year. Here is Mackenzie Stafford.
Nearly 2 years, according to the complaint that was filed by the Anti-Defamation League. That student graduated 8th grade earlier this year here at Southern Hills Middle School. The complaint alleges that students were using anti-Semitic slurs, made comments about Jewish people being, quote, dirty, and told the student that Hitler should have killed all Jews. It also describes an incident in which a classmate allegedly threw a laptop charging cord around the student's neck and dragged him from a chair while using an anti-Semitic slur. The ADL claims school officials were repeatedly notified but failed to effectively stop the harassment.
And to be clear, these were not one-off incidents, right? There was a pattern and escalation of anti-Semitic harassment and discrimination that the school did not address thoroughly.
After the complaint was filed, the superintendent said that there would be corrective action. We'll be sure to let you know what comes out of tonight's board meeting. In Boulder, Mackenzie Stafford, 9 News.
Mackenzie, thank you. Denver Public Schools will start the school year August 24th with more than 400 new teachers. Leaders welcomed them this morning and helped them prepare for the upcoming year. The hundreds of teachers aren't the only new additions this year. There are new phone ban rules, and 17 of the schools will have new security areas to screen for weapons and to keep any unwanted visitors out. All right, now say it with me. Just one more really hot day, one more. Then tomorrow, relief and rain maybe? Chris Bianchi here now with our 9 News Weather Impact team. What would you say, Chris?
Yeah, it looks like today's the last really hot day, though it will be warm again tomorrow. But those storm odds start to really increase tomorrow as well. So if you've been hoping for some relief from our very, very hot summer, our oppressively hot summer, today's already our 48th day at or above 90 degrees so far this year. For a little context, we average 46 on a 30-year basis. So we're already above that, and it's only August the 11th. Holyoke, though, things looking quiet out here. We had some storms there last night. Lookout Mountain, a few clouds, and those are mostly high-base clouds, but 94 in the 9 News backyard, 90 at the airport, 96 in Greeley, 99 in Ray. So it's already a toasty start to our Tuesday, but we have a few showers and storms that have flared on up here in the foothills, just to the west of Denver. And we'll see some of those showers and storms try and trickle their way into Denver. The main impact from those today, though, will be what we call dry microbursts. You get wind, you get lightning, you get maybe a little bit of rain, but that's about it. The foothills, though, we will get some rain showers, Conifer, Bailey, Genesee, along 285 south and west of Denver, and a few of these dry microbursts this afternoon. But tomorrow, we see a much better chance for showers and storms, including the potential for flash flooding later this week. I'll have details on that in just a few minutes.
All right, Chris, thank you. A Longmont police officer is on paid leave after firing at least one shot that killed a man they say was holding a person hostage. According to Longmont police, 3 officers were called to a home near Creekside Drive in Eagleview Circle just before 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon. They say the 20-year-old man told them he had a gun and did not comply with officers' commands, so one officer opened fire. The man was pronounced dead at the hospital, and police say they believe he's a defendant in another case in Boulder County involving the same victim. A state trooper is now recovering from the serious crash on I-70 that we told you about yesterday here at noon. CSP says the trooper and his K-9 were parked on the shoulder of the eastbound lanes near the Eisenhower Tunnel when he heard about a crash on the westbound side. CSP says that he activated his emergency lights and began turning left across both lanes of traffic, but then another driver crashed into him. Investigators say an older couple was inside that SUV and were taken to the hospital, but we don't have any details on the injuries. A fire that involved 2 homes in Aurora is under investigation. The Red Cross is helping the 7 people who live in those homes, but luckily no one was hurt. Aurora Fire says that the fires broke out at about 7:30 at the 2 homes on East Alaska Avenue, just south of Alameda. They don't know how it all started, but crews were able to get the flames under control within about an hour. Investigators still don't know what caused a grass fire in Greeley that killed a woman and seriously injured a man Saturday, but we did hear from the mother of the woman who died. Tammy McKee says her 45-year-old daughter, Desiree, was living at a homeless encampment with her boyfriend when the fire took over. She believes he tried to save her from the flames, and she wants to give him a message.
I want him to know I appreciate what he did for me to try to get my daughter out of there. And I don't want him feeling bad or anything because he couldn't, because he's a very generous soul.
McKee says her daughter may have been 45, but she still considered her little girl. The last update we received showed that the man injured in the fire was in critical condition. That woman's death is calling attention to the rapid and unpredictable nature of grass fires. Strasburg fire officials tell us that grass fires can spread as quickly as 10 feet per second. And in windy conditions, that fire can spread almost instantly. That makes them difficult to fight or escape from, even for seasoned firefighters.
Now put that to a civilian who may be inadvertently trapped in one of those with the super fire or super rapid spread of the fire and potentially extreme smoke conditions. It just creates an extreme risk to anybody involved.
According to the National Fire Protection Association, about 70% of all fires in the U.S. are brush or grass fires.